cultural, and it runs the gamut of things I do for the company. The celebrity relations aspect of it is really to enlist our brand ambassadors that are being looked at from our key consumers as the tastemakers and influencers that are out there. So it's really important for us to engage with that celebrity clientele, to get them interested in our products, to get them talking about our products, wearing our products, and letting our consumers see that. We did 2 years in a row a Shock the World event for G-Shock, which is one of our key brands within the timepiece division, and we had Kanye West, who was our big performer at both those events. The reason being was he was a huge G-Shock brand ambassador even before we had talked to him, and that's really important for us, is the authenticity with those celebrities, because nowadays, as long as you have a checkbook and you can write out the amount, celebrities will talk about anything for you. So for us, it goes deeper than that. It's really about the relationship building and really about engaging our celebrity relations so that it's more than just at the end of the day them being given money or any sort of endorsement to talk about our product. It's really about them engaging with myself, engaging with the company, engaging with the products, hands-on, and having a great experience, and then dialing that experience into our consumers that are following those celebrities. I think I can relate very much so to Casio's creativity and contribution with how I practice public relations, in the sense of I'm constantly looking for new ways for public relations to contribute to the success of Casio, and I'm also looking for creative ways to make that contribution, and not just looking for traditional public relations practices to implement, but really being a little bit more creative and stepping outside of the box to kind of mimic that brand message that my own company puts out. When I first started out in the industry, we were still faxing press releases, and we were doing the, hands-on implementing and reading the newspapers, and it was just about, on its way out the door, and social media was really starting to pick up. So I kind of got a little taste of what a lot of practitioners that have been in the industry 10, 15, 20 years have been doing, that I could understand the transitional period, and then also have a young enough mind that could be molded and crafted to really pick up the social media aspect and move it up to the next level that it needed to be for the public relations profession. I come to conferences, and sometimes I have to make sure people understand that I'm not an intern, and I'm not, assisting with the organization that, I've been in the industry and maybe only have put in 6 years, but have really worked hard within those 6 years to craft and master what public relations is all about. I think a lot of people misconstrue what communication is, and I think when you think about really what communication is all about, it is more than just speaking. It's about touching people's lives and really engaging with them. I mean, taking it totally offline to something else, you look at this year's election and with Obama, and it was more than elections previous, where he was doing his nation addresses and just doing the interviews, and he was on Facebook and sending personalized emails based on your region, and having live chat sessions where you could get your answers in real time with him. And I think a lot of people now are realizing the engaging in the relationship aspect of it, and I think you see it across the board every day, especially with companies and the social media movement. It's not about just kind of putting your message out there. It's about putting your message out there, but then conversing with that consumer, because at the end of the day, that's great to know about a new product, but they have so many other questions that they want to be engaged with you. I think a lot of companies listen to consumers, especially now, again, moving back online in real time, when you can sit there and make comments, and they do travel, and they start conversations, and I'm sure he's not the only one. There's other people out there that would kind of be like, yeah, me too, it's a me too thought, but that one me too thought can turn into 100,000 me too thoughts, and once the company sees that that's brewing an idea that's capturing such a big, captivating audience, of course they're gonna look at it. There was just a recent example with Heinz ketchup and the packets. And there's activist groups out there that don't like the packets, because when you open up the packet and you pour out the ketchup, where do you put it? You put it on a napkin, it gets messy, da-da-da. So they all start talking about how ketchup should be in little plastic containers like other dipping sauces, and now Heinz is moving in that direction. So I think if you have enough of a voice to get out there and converse and get other people kind of doing that me too with you, anything's possible. And I think if a company is smart, they'll listen to that and look at those innovations especially. Probably about my 20th conference, which to a lot of people in here, it's probably their 50th, but you know, again, being younger, 20 conferences is a pretty decent amount to get a handle and a feel of what works and what doesn't. And this is my first international, and I think it's nice to know what is working with other countries and where other countries are in their communication aspect. Because you do get very secluded and you do get isolated when you're working for one subsidiary and knowing, okay, this is how we're moving and this is our pace and this is where we're at. But it's nice to kind of take that small window and open it up to a wide door to see and look into where everyone else is, because I think it helps you to kind of craft your messages and also know where your audiences are, because potentially your message can expand more worldwide, and when it does, at least you'll know where everyone else is and be more prepared to handle it.